Good morning, student. I'm going to teach you the poem The Road Not Taken, written. The poet is Robert Frost. A very nice and interesting poem based on the true life of Robert Frost. It is assumed, many people believe, children, it was the Robert Frost, and actually this poem is related with the decision of his life. So first of all, I would like to tell you something about the poet. So the poet here is Robert Frost. As you can see, it is written on the board, a very famous American poet. So he was born in San Francisco, okay, and he was born in 1874, born in 1874, and he died in 1963. So children, Robert Frost, he was born in 1874 and he died in 1963. And children, he spent most of his adult life in rural New England. He spent most of his adult life in rural New England. His poetry is identified with the region. Unlike the contemporaries, what is the meaning of the contemporary? That means the poet of those times. Frost chose not to experiment with new verse form but to employ traditional pattern. So children, there were a lot of ups and downs in his life. He wanted to do something extraordinary. So first he had decided that he will not write the poem with new verse form but to employ traditional pattern. He chose the old-fashioned way to be new. Despite the surface cheerfulness and descriptive accuracy of his poem, he often presents a dark, sober vision of life. So children, generally he used to play the dark and sober. That means he was very much practical, and his poems were also very practical. He used to like to his readers to. So children, at the children, he was the person very determination, very hard working, and he loved to face the challenges of life and do the risky job. Children, he gives a fair chance to each side for reconciliation. Now, some of the Frost's best known poems are children mending walls, stopping by woods on a snowy evening. In stopping by woods on a snowy evening, he had children told that people should enjoy the beauty of nature, but at the same time they should complete their work. His two famous the lines are very famous. And miles to go before I sleep, and miles to go before I sleep. So this two line is very famous in the roads not taken. Okay. But I have promises to keep. And miles to go before I sleep, and miles to go before I sleep, but I have promises to keep. So this means that a person has to do a lot of hard work. A lot of hard work a person has to do. But at the same time, whenever he gets time, he should children enjoy the beauty of nature. So this poem again, The Road Not Taken, is very famous. Okay, so I will like to share something about the poem here. Some important points I would be like to share. So children, Robert Frost, he was an American poet who writes about common and ordinary experiences then inside the human being. In this poem, the poet describes a simple incident of his life. He is standing on a point where two roads run in different directions. He travels on that road over which few persons have traveled. He leaves the other for the other day. The poet wants us to be courageous enough to take up the unexpected race. So children, the road not taken. The main theme of this poem is the road not taken by Robert Frost is that is his indecision followed by the theme of regret. That means children, he had to choose something in his life. He had chosen also, but then he repented repenting also, he is regretting also. Let's see what happened. The road not taken deals with the dilemmas that a man faces in life. The two roads served as a metaphor for the choices we made in life. So the two roads indicates, when I will be explaining you the poem, children, the two roads will is indicating the things which we have chooses in our life. Life has thrown us many alternatives. That means, children, life has given us many a type of alternative is given to us in our life, but it is very difficult to choose it. The two roads serve as a metaphor for the choices we make in life. Okay. The impact that our choice will make on our life can also not be foreseen. So whatever decision, children, we have to make, we have to think a lot before making the decision. We have to think, because children, our future prospect depend upon the decision. Now suppose if you are not good in maths, and your parents are forcing that you have to become an engineer. Okay, so you are in dilemma whether to choose or not. How I will be cooped with maths. The maths of the higher classes are very tough, and your basics mathematics is very weak. So you are in dilemma. That means you are thinking what to do, what not to do. It's advisable that, children, you choose what you really want to do. To cut a sorry figure in front of the whole class or in the society is better. You should think what you have to do. Okay. So the choices we make has for reaching consequence. The impact that our choice will make on our life can also be the foreseen. Hence, the decision should not be a shot in the dark. We may take a unique path and succeed. That means we have to choose the right path, right decision to succeed, or a common one and fall. Failure is a stepping stone in success. In his life, children, he had faced a lot of failures also, and he believed that failure is a stepping stone to success. Therefore, do not hesitate to retract if you face situation that makes you unhappy. So children, this is all. This is about the background of the poem. Now, children, I will be telling you something related with the summary. That one morning, children, this poet, he was standing in a wood. Okay, he was standing in a wood. He saw two roads. Both were running in different directions. So he saw two roads, and which were there in the two upper, one at the left hand side, road A, and one at the right hand side, road B. Children, he wanted to run on the both, but he stood not able to decide for a long time that which road he should choose. Finally, he took the other road. Few people had traveled on it. He thought to travel on the other road on some other day. Though he knew that he would not be able to come back and travel on it, his decision has influenced all his life. He is left with regret why he did not take the other road. Okay, so now I would like to discuss the background of the poem, and then I will be reading the poem and telling you about the poem. So in this, The Road Not Taken, Robert Frost makes a fascinating use of two roads as a metaphor for life. The two roads stand for the choices we make in life. So two roads indicate here, children, the two choices of his life, which goals he should choose in his life. Frost combined rustic simplicity with hidden, indirect and implied meaning in the poem. The narrator comes upon a fork in a path or road in the wood. It is autumn and the leaves are turning color from green to yellow. So because in the poem a word is used, yellow wood, it indicates that autumn season is there. Because in the autumn season, children, the leaves is not green, it is yellow or golden color or a brown color. Okay. He looks down on both paths as he is unsure which path he should take. He would like to take both, but that cannot be. He looked down the path as far as he can see and then decide to take the grassy path. as it seemed less worn or used than the other. But on further introspection, the path appears the same. The fallen leaves on the path seemed fresh and walked on. The narrator reflects on how he plans to return someday in the future to take the road not taken, but suspect he probably would not be able to do so. Instead, he hopes in the future he would be able to share his experience and the choice he took that changed his life. Okay, so this I was telling you. Now, children, he is standing in this poem. The poet is standing at one point. Suppose, children, here the poet is standing and two roads are there in front of him. This is road A and this is road B. Now he is standing here and he don't know which road he should choose. He don't know which road he should choose, and he is children very much worried. All right. So the poet start with the children. One morning the poet was standing in a road. He saw two roads. Both were running in different direction. He wanted to walk on both of the road, but he knew it was not possible. A person can walk in a road at one time. But he stood undecided for a long time. Finally, he took the other road. Few people had traveled on it. He thought he'd travel on the other road on some other day. Though he knew that he would not be able to come back and travel on it, his decision has influenced all his life. He is left with regret why he did not take the other road. Now, two roads diverged. Now, children, two roads diverged in a yellow wood, and sorry, I could not travel on both. And be one traveler, long I stood and looked down one as far as I could, to where it bent in the underground. Then took the other just as fair, and having perhaps the better claim, because it was grassy and wanted wear, though as for that the passing there had warned them really about the same. And both that morning equally lay in leaves no step had trodden black. Oh, I kept the first for another day, yet knowing how way leads on to way, I doubt if I should ever come back. I shall telling this with a sigh. Somewhere ages and ages hence, two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the differences. So, children, I would be explaining children the meaning. Okay, so this well-known poem is about making choices and the choices that shape us. So, children, this is the central idea of the choice. Okay, central idea of the poem is this well-known poem is telling about it. This well-known poem okay. So, children, here the road not taken, written by Robert Frost. This is the central of the idea of the poem. This well-known poem is telling about the choices which shapes our life. That means, children, what decision we takes in our life, we have to think very carefully. Okay, we have to think very carefully before taking the decision, because children, our future, whatever things which we do in our life, it depends upon the It depends upon the decision which we take. So now children, I will be writing the central idea I have written. This well-known poem is telling about the choices which shapes our life. We have to think very carefully before taking the decision. So children, this is uh, the central idea of the poem. And now children, I will be explaining the poem and you have to write the children, you have to write the what to say, the word meaning first. Okay. So student, I will be writing the meaning of the few words. Okay. Like in the first paragraph, two roads diverged in a yellow wood. So diverged means separated and took different direction. Diverged means separated and took different directions. Diverged. Then and so in a two road diverged in a yellow wood. Yellow wood is jungle turned yellow. Yellow wood. Jungle turned because it is autumn season. The leaves which are yellow or brown are falling from the trees. Okay. So wood means a small jungle. Okay. And yellow means children, the whole forest is looking yellow because children, the leaves are have turned yellow and gold because it is autumn season. And in autumn season, children, the green color turn into the leaves which are of green color, it turns into yellow and they fall. And sorry I could not travel both, and be one traveler long I stood and looked down one as far as I could to where it bent in the underground. Okay. Thick growth, underground means thick growth of plants and bushes under tree. Underground. So diverge, I think you have written separated and took different direction. Yellow wood jungle turned because it is autumn season. The leaves which are yellow and brown are falling from the trees. Now underground. Thick growth of plants and bushes under tree. Thick growths of plant and bushes under tree. So children, the poet is standing at one point in the forest and where two roads are there. Two roads are there. Okay. These two roads are divided. They are diverged in the woods. He added that the forest of the and wood is yellow. Why? Because it is autumn season and this time trees shed their leaves. Okay. Now children, one more point which I would like to discuss related with yellow. By setting the poem in the woods in autumn, frosts create a sense of silence and a tone of melancholy. That means a gloomy state of mind in this poem. And sorry children, here he is standing on that point, okay, on the road where two roads are diverging. One is diverging at a as a at the right side and the other is diverging at the left side. Okay, and children, the woods are looking yellow, and B when and sorry I could not travel on both. So he know that he could not travel on both the roads. He is very much aware that at one time he can travel at one road only, and be one traveler long I stood, and he can become only one traveler. He cannot walk on both the roads. Okay, long I stood and looked down one as far as I could. Now children, he is standing at the one point. He is standing at one point, and he is not able to decide that which road he should choose. He is not able to decide which road he should choose. So children, he two road diverge in a yellow wood, and sorry I could not travel both. So what he is telling that he is two roads diverge in a yellow wood. He is diverging in a yellow wood, and sorry I could not travel both. And he is telling in front of me, the poet is telling, Robert Frost telling, he is standing at one point where two roads are diverging. One is diverging at this side, the other is diverging at this side. Okay, and he is not able to decide which road he should take. And sorry I could not travel both. He is telling it is very difficult for me to travel on both the roads at the same time and be one traveler. He can only become one traveler. He cannot travel on both the roads. Long I stood. Now children, he is standing for a longer period of time. He is thinking and thinking and thinking which road he should take. Is still not able to decide that which road he should take, and looked down one as far as I could to where it bent in the underground. Okay, and children, he is looking at the road at the end also, and then what he saw that he is looking far as he could. That means till the last point where it is bent to where it bent in the underground. And suddenly the road is bent where three groves of plant and bushes are there under the tree. So both the side children, the yellow wood are there, and at the end of the road the thick growth of plant and bushes are there. So children, he is not able to decide that which road he should take. So children, it also means that children, it is very difficult to choose the children to take the decisions in life. Okay, if we will not think carefully, like the poet, if we will not think carefully, it would be very difficult for us. So before taking the decision, children, we have to think very, very carefully. We have to give thought many times whether this decision is right. So children, here a road indicate the decision of his life. Then took the other just as fair, and having perhaps a better claim because it was grassy and wanted wear. Okay, though as far that the passing there and had warned them really about the same. So few words we have to write. Okay, then took the other because just as fair. So fair means good. So here you can write the word meaning. Fair means good. Fair means good. Then better claim, it appears to be better. So fair means good, better claim means it appears to be better. Okay, then wanted wear has not been used and walked on frequently. Wanted wear has not been used wanted wear. Used and walked on. Wanted wear. Okay. So So these are the word meaning. Then took the other just as fair. Now children, the poet is standing at the point where he is looking at the other road and not able to decide which road he should take. Children, again he stood on the other road, okay, and he started thinking, okay. The speaker, he started looking at the road. The speaker looked down. Children, he looked at the road as far as his vision could reach. He could see only as far as the path took a bend at the thick undergrowth. This I've discussed with you. Okay. So then the speaker makes his decision. Now children, other time, after some time he comes again. Okay, and he makes his decision. Both the path seems to be similar. He will take the other. Now children, two roads were standing. When he saw the roads, both were looking similar, and now he started now he took the other, which was looking fair, which was looking good. And the speaker says, just as fair, not fairer. So we may assume the roads are similar in appearance. Both the roads were equally good, but so the choice may be equally good. But children, he chose the other road, which may, the other road was in this line is speaker and having perhaps a better claim because it was grassy and wanted wear. In this line, the speaker justifies his choice. He chose the other road because that was, that path is grassy and not much people walked by the traveler. Therefore, this road needed to be used and worn out too. Okay. In this line, the speaker justifies his choice. Now he is telling why he chose the other road, which was looking fair, because children, the path is grassy and not much people, it was not walked on by the travelers. Therefore, the road needed to be used and worn out too. So, according to the poet, he should walk on the road. That road also need walking. Though as far as that the passing there had warned them really about the same. Now children, he wanted to use the roads because that road is claiming that something should walk upon those roads. Okay. Though as far that the passing there had warned them really about the same, on second thought, the speaker feels that maybe both the roads seem less walked on, as far that refers to the path less traveled, but he wanted to walk on that road which was less walked by the people, and that road wanted that somebody should walk on that road because very hardly any people had walked on that road. Here again the poet is expressing the confusion that goes on his mind to make the final choice. That means again children, he is hesitating. He is hesitating which road he should choose, the where the people had walked or the road where nobody has, hardly any people has walked. And he is thinking and thinking, and that's why he is telling it is very hard to take a decision, proper decision. Okay, because both the roads were looking similar, they were looking fairly good. But then children, he has decided one thing. He has decided after thinking a lot, he has decided that which road he should choose. So he has decided that he will choose the road which was less, where less people had traveled. Now children, here what I would like to say, that children, that poet, he is very much thinking hard. He is thinking that one should choose the road, which road he should choose. Both the roads were looking equally fair. That means the poem is indicating here that it is very hard to take the decision of life. It is very difficult to take the decision of life, so one should be very carefully at taking the decision. Now children, since the time is has ended now, and with this my video is also, children, I am concluding all the point in my video here, and when in my next video the other part of the poem I will be explaining and continuing. Thank you and have a nice day ahead.